Hi everyone, this is like the fourth time I've tried to film this video, so I'm really hoping that it works this time. I'm going to apologise about any drilling noise in the background if you do hear any throughout. So I apologise for the late update. I also apologise if I sound a bit out of sorts. Please don't take it personally, I'm just very under the weather at the moment. So, this update is late, obviously. I think most of you guys have actually already published or in the process of publishing your 2-week update. And I didn't want to back out. I have still been participating behind the scenes and learning stuff about myself and the way I plan and my go big or go home projects. But I have been in hospital. So we found out that I actually have a weak heart. It's not pumping the way it should do, hence me sounding breathless at the moment. Yeah, so I haven't been very well for the last just over a week. But I digress. Let's crack into it. Nothing has changed apart from, I mean, you know, visually, apart from me adding my Bast charm just because I really like it and I thought it looked nice. My actual journal is starting to get some scratches and scuffs on it, which don't bother me at all. I have noticed if any kind of water gets on it or moisture, the colour is lifting. That doesn't really bother me either. It's just not something I've had with any other traveller's notebooks, but that's, you know, if that's something that bothers you, maybe consider asking that before you purchase one. So I guess the first thing I will talk about is my stop smoking, because I just want to get out the way. I'm currently not smoking, but I did not stop when I was supposed to because of a whole host of things. So being ill, being stressed, college, and college in a nutshell, I was given an extension until the 31st of August. And then a tutor messaged me and said that my work had to be in 2 weeks prior to that, even though I have completed all of her work. I don't know what her problem is with me. I have worked my arse off trying to get caught up with things, so just for a sort of oversight. When I started in September, we had 19 assignments that were due to be completed. I'd only finished 2 in December when I left college. I have 6 left, and I've only been back at college since the 12th of May. And I only have 1 merit. The rest of my work is distinction level. And I'm only saying that because I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of it because I've worked so darn hard. And also I guess it's a bit of a pride thing. People have always told me that I'm not capable. I was always told that in school. I was told I wasn't worth an education or I'd never get to uni, and I'm still not at uni, but I could if I wanted to. I think that's the point. So I was really, really depressed when I got that email. And I know that makes me sound really bitter, but I am right now, quite frankly. I'm so tired. I just feel like I need a bit of a break. So yeah, that kind of tipped me over the edge, and then I got sick, and then I was just like, do you know what? I'm only human. There's only so much I can handle in one go. So I went and asked for help with stopping smoking. They said the same thing. You know, you're taking on a lot, especially after such traumatic events happening, and you're not failing. You're just not coping. And I was like, cool. So what do we do? And they prescribed me some Champix. Now the irony of this situation is, they prescribed the Champix to me before we found out about my heart. I'm not allowed to take the Champix until they do some more tests on my heart. So I just thought, you know what, F this, I'm just going to stop. So I haven't been smoking now for 3 days, I think it is. I feel like absolute crap. I am doing this cold turkey. I'm not even using the mouth mist. I'm not sleeping very well. It's hard, but I'm bloody well proud of myself. So that's the smoking thing. So I will show you what I did pencil in. I was very honest. If I smoked, I said yes. Do you like my little hot dog stickers? So it was literally just the date. Did I smoke? Did I use mouth mist? What were the cravings? And I penciled that in right up until the end of the month. And yeah, it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to beat myself up over it because I did not stop on the 3rd of July, I think was my initial, which was the Monday. I'm only human. I'm trying. And just a quick question. Did anyone else have heartburn when you stopped smoking? Like, is that just your body getting used to things again? I don't remember that last time. But then again, I never really thought about it. But it's quite prominent at the moment. So, I don't know. I know you can get it when you got problems with your heart and stomach and stuff. But, yeah. So, anyway, this is the college side of things, and I really like this bookmark. So it was just like a list of things I had to get done for this particular tutor, which I've done all of them bar the last two. This was a particular assignment, and I just wrote down the bits I needed to do and crossed them off as I went along. And on the back side, this was 2 topics for biology. So I've done disease, and that's the only one I got a merit on. And I'm in the middle of doing digestion now. So I've been taking notes, which I will then make sort of like a mind map, I guess, on what bits I need to focus on and what I need to focus on within those bits, and that will go here. So in the front of the book was so they were like my personal goals, I think, and the creative one, which I'll get to in a minute. And I think the college one was also like kicking myself up the bum and actually not procrastinating, like this decorating and moving section at the front. So we've already painted the bathroom, and like I said to you, we were literally going through, so this is like bathroom, living room, bedroom, kitchen, hallway. I was going to do the cupboard, but we did the cupboard before we wrote everything down, and I kind of thought I'd be procrastinating by writing down what we'd already done when I could be doing another list. So I was trying to be proactive about it. I will be doing an inventory list though for the cupboard, which will go on the door on a bigger bit of paper, which will be like amp cables are in the bottom drawer, or George Foreman grill is on the top shelf beside the cake mixer. I don't know, you know, I'm just trying to give you an idea. Sorry. So I will be doing that soon, probably this weekend. So yeah, it's very simple. It's just what is at Jason's, what is it mine in this particular room. Across means we're going to throw it away. A tick equals we're going to keep or upcycle it. And then on the other side, if we need anything new, I've put that there. What colour paint, and what we need to do before we decorate. And that's it. I then started a list of things that I definitely want to bring. So like my sewing machine, my guitars and bass, games I have, my record player, because my granddad bought that for me. We listened to like Johnny Mathis albums, you know, vinyl, craft supplies, books. Jason's got so much stuff, but most of it is more technical in terms of you know, pedals for his guitars and wires and stuff like that, whereas mine is definitely more trinkety bits. Is that the right word? Makes sense. So yeah, trinkety bits. So yeah, we're going to be doing Jason's stuff, but because my stuff is kind of easier to sort of visualize at the moment, with Jason stuff, it's all over the place. It's in piles of what we're keeping, what with this, what with that. So it's been spoke about, it just hasn't been written down yet. So that's that side of it. So I've painted the bathroom. We've done the cupboard. We've moved a few bits over from mine to Jason. So we are definitely getting the ball rolling. Like I said, this is an ongoing project. I didn't expect to get any of this done apart from the cupboard in July. So to have already decorated one room and have some bits here and the cupboards coming together nicely, and pretty much for 1 week of July I've been out of action. I'm quite pleased with everything. Sorry, I'm just going to move this a bit because I'm uncomfortable. So just as like a novelty thing, I've got some Dino post-it notes, and I do use these. I've got my post-it notes on the back as well. But I just think he looks super cool because it's like he's got some headphones on, so that's why he's this side. And I use post-it notes, sticky notes, what have yous all the time because they just help me a lot. So like here, I wrote down everything I got coming up so I can add it into my planner. So moving on to the creative side of it, there's not much honestly that I've done in here. So I have been sketching a lot. I've been doing that Learn to Draw in 30 Days book thing. I can draw, but I'm in such a creative rut at the moment. I decided I want to go back to basics and learn properly how to do some stuff like shading and where your light is coming from and reflections and things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I've been doing that in an A5 Ryman's book more than this because I'm just not feeling the paper anymore. And I did do some writing, and I love these photographs. Me and Jason had a really good day this day, but the actual undertone of the day was really shit, and all the writing's really negative, and I don't like it at all. So I'm going to take these out and do it as more of a scrapbooky type thing. That's that, literally. I've been reading a lot as well. I guess one thing I can say creatively is instead of me just sitting and watching stuff, like YouTube, hello everybody who I watch, yeah, I've been reaching for my book, reaching for my sketchbook, that kind of thing. Particularly when I was in hospital. Now usually I will just sit and watch YouTube with my headphones, and I thought, no, I need to do something and not just be sitting here. I need to feel like I'm doing something. So sketching was good. My planner has completely changed. The bulk of my planner. I'm going to move this out the way. How do you guys do short videos? I don't understand. Like, I try so bloody hard and it just doesn't work. Postman. Now I've got Postman Pat stuck in my head. I was using Annie Plan's Principles day per page with the weekly overview and flappy flap. I don't like it. I love Annie Plan's Principles. I love the style of her inserts. It just doesn't work for me. It very much reminds me of just like a scaled down version, like the beginning bit, I should say, of kind of like DIY Fish. So a month overview, a tracker, a weekly doodad, and then your pages. Dudes, I really don't do that much. I do, but not enough to warrant that I need to track it all in 4 or 5 different ways. And I just want to do like a disclaimer thing, because I think people can take me the wrong way sometimes, and I don't mean to offend anybody. I'm all for creativity. I'm all for people doing what's right for them, and I love watching people who plan differently to me because I learn from it. And I love people who cover all their white space with stickers, and I love people who don't use any stickers. I love you all for what you do. Just because I've said something doesn't work for me, it doesn't mean I'm taking the piss or saying you're wrong, okay? Because I had this problem, like, with the Webster's Pages Filofax things, and people got nasty. Like, I didn't like mine. If you like yours, fine. I really didn't like mine. I still don't, and I haven't bought anything from them since then. Yeah, so please don't take anything personally, okay? Because it's not intended as an insult if I don't like something. So this was just too much room for me. And I started using stickers on it, and then I was like, I feel like I'm wasting my stickers. I like to be able to open a book and go, this is what I'm doing this week. Boom, 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 boom. It visually works for me. And I don't know whether that's because I'm dyslexic and I need that. But it was a few people who said to me, like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, God, I don't know. Let me check. And then I'm looking here and I'm like, these are tiny. They're not filled with everything. And then I'm trying to find the weekly flap outfit. And it's just a faff. I get panicked. I'd just rather go, here's my bookmark. This is what I'm doing. So I stopped putting stickers in it because I didn't want to waste them. And I tried the whole bullet journal thing, which I enjoy planning like this. But it was still too much paper for me. Whereas I'd like, see this, I would have moved Wednesday down here and stuff. And I'm not going to fill this with stickers and waste them. So I was just like, I'm not continuing. I've got an August insert as well. I paid for these. And I won't use August, so I'm going to ask the lady for permission to rack it. And if she says that's okay, I'm going to give it to somebody because I won't use the August one. So what I did do is I got a month on 2 pages from July to 2018. Now this is not Annie Plans Printables. I think they're called JI Designs. But I will link it down below, and I really apologise if I've said your shop wrong, but they're on Etsy, and they're called List Labs. And all the 3 inserts I've bought are from the same shop. So, month on 2 pages, which I won't decorate. There's just a sort of overview. So that's that one. It goes from July 2017 all the way up to December 2018. I then have a week on 2 pages, which is undated. And this is to put in my hospital appointments, doctor's appointments. I put college work here just because I didn't fill in that part in the other bit. But it will literally be, if there's nothing in it, there's nothing in it. If it's just so I can go, oh, I can do that day at that time to see if anything clashes. My experiment is this insert. So this is, let me show you blank. A week on 4 pages, no flappy business, just week on 4 pages. There's like an overview thing and I guess a daily thing. I might use this as like a gratitude thing or like a funny quote per day. I don't know, something like that. My only bugbear with this is I wish the notes was where the Monday was, just so that the weekend was together, because visually that works for me. I like to see an overview of my week. Like, let me say, for example, I know something's coming up in August, but I'm not exactly sure what day it is yet. So I could put it in the notes section right at the beginning and then of that week. And then when I know, pencil it in properly. Yeah, so but that's my only bugbear. It's not the end of the world. Whether I use this section, I don't know. So here is what I've done so far. And I'm enjoying it. So some people may say it's a waste in terms of you've already got the week. Why don't you just do it all here? I like to be able to go, this is the concrete appointment stuff that I cannot change. This is what I can work around the appointment. So, for example, I have an appointment at the hospital, I know it's going to take about 2 hours. That's concrete, and I know that from here. But now I can do all of my stuff around it. I hope that makes sense. And I'm really enjoying this. It's only been a week, but pretty much instantly with this thing, I knew that it was not going to work with me. So I can only see where it goes. Yeah, so I've put some stickers in for next week as well. These are the only 2 days I have anything. The rest of the week right now depends on Thursday. Once I know what's happening at the hospital, I can then work out what days I can do everything else. And that's it, guys. Like, I'm really enjoying experimenting within my planner. I enjoy doing that. I'm enjoying the fact that I don't feel as bad using my stickers now. I don't feel like they're being wasted. And I'm actually getting some progress with my college work and with moving and decorating and stuff, and with stopping smoking, even though it didn't plan out the way I had envisaged initially. Yeah, my chest is really hurting now. I apologise if this was long, and I hope it's been beneficial. I've missed you guys. I know I sound a bit down in the dumps and stuff. I'm going to catch up with some of your videos, I think, when I'm in the bath later and actually just have a bit of me time. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's helpful. Any questions at all, please put down below. Any suggestions on how you'd like me to improve my videos, let me know down below, even if it's just like stop talking. Yeah, and just, yeah, as always, thanks for your support. I love you guys to pieces. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing your videos later on today. Yeah, just take care of yourself, guys. Be happy and be kind to yourself. Okay, see you next time. Bye.